it's Caroline. I just wanted to come on really quick. I have been busy working in my journal, the latest one that I've made, and I wanted to show you a page that I did yesterday and today. So for 2 days, yesterday, it started with Janet Nash, and she had her live yesterday, and I wasn't able to join her for the full thing. I just saw a little part at the end, but I wanted to join in and do the prompts. I don't know why, it spoke to me. So I wrote the prompts down, and this is the page that I came up with, and I am so pleased, as I am with everything that sort of pops into my spirit, my soul. And I just took one of the pages here, and the prompts from Janet Nash's live yesterday were, here I wrote it down, chaos, painty papers, yellow, hibernating animals, or animal, courage, and add a miniature scene. So we'll go with the first one. The first one was chaos, and I had no idea what to do for that. But I have some magazines that I received from my mom's place, and I flipped through it, one of them, and hope came out on the page, so I cut that out. And to me, that is the opposite of chaos. It's hope. And so I wrote that, or I glued that down. And then I also wrote on the page here, choose victory over chaos. And so I had this hand from a different magazine that I had cut out, the finger pointing, so I put it up to hope. And the other thing that I put, I'll come back to what chaos, what that also meant to me. So the painty papers, which I started with, was this here, was a painty paper that I had hanging around in my little bits and pieces, and so I put that on, and that was the first thing I put on the page. Then I put the word hope, and so that was the painty papers. The next thing is yellow. So yellow, I've been working out of my bulb and flower catalog, and I chose the yellow rose. Yellow, these are yellow daisies, I guess. And I also had this daisy napkin shaped in a daisy, and this was from our granddaughter, who we just came from visiting. Our granddaughter who turned 1 year old, and this was for her little birthday celebration that we had. So I glued that on with the yellow, put a little stamp on it. So that was fun for yellow. Oh, and the other thing I had was this. This was a piece of paper. Actually, I have the rest of it right here. This was actually a photo that I took, and I tried to make it funky and fun, and it just didn't turn out, so I printed it off this way. Anyway, so that there was the bottom part of the piece of paper, so I just put some yellow stamped bees on it, and then I had this other circle stamp, and it's a C for caring and cherished. Anyway, that I had done like last week, so that wasn't even part of this, but it just came together because it was all kind of just laying around here. That's kind of what that's what I'm saying, is that I had to hop on and make this page, these prompts. Then the next thing was a hibernating animal. So I just looked, I know what hibernating animals are. I just wanted to know in our area what they were. And the hibernating in Ontario is the little brown bat and also the black bear. I do have a photo of a black bear that I took on our one of our motorcycle trips out west, but I don't have it handy. So I have this children's encyclopedia, and I took the page out, and on both sides were each of our Ontario hibernating animals. That was perfect. So I took that, and that's part of the prompt. The other thing is courage. So we have courage. Wow. So hope is part of courage. Courage is also, when I took from the same magazine, it was when President Obama and all kinds of wonderful people. We have Reverend Al Sharpton. We have President and Mrs. Clinton, and so many other people, John Lewis and that on. Oh. Crossing the, just very emotional, crossing the Edmund Pettus Bridge on their way to freedom. And so that is all about courage. Sorry. Wow. And also part of that page was at, you know, a pioneer's tears. So anyway, this was all about courage. Came to mind. Today's April 4th, which is why it continues on to today, which is in 1968 on today, Martin Luther King was shot. So that's what I wrote down here. You know, just I wrote it down here actually, and on this page too. I've got it all over the place. One of my favorite group is U2, and they sing the song Pride in the name of love, and that's what it's about. So courage is, this is all about courage. The people that dared to go against authorities and for freedom, and it's very emotional. It is it's about pioneers' tears, and anyway, so this was all, this just came together. Choose victory over chaos. This is what we need to do all the time. And these folks did it. Some lost their lives. And, you know, it's just part of our history. The other prompt was adding a miniature scene, which I have again in my my little scraps here, my piles. I have Ontario scenes from Ontario magazines that I have just hanging around. So this is a scene of a farm. It could be a pioneer's farm. I also have a scene of the St. Lawrence Seaway, which is, you know, is between Ontario and so Canada and the United States. We have crossed many, many different places on the St. Lawrence. It's just beautiful. This just spoke to me with Pioneer, just everything happened in a perfect time, which it always does. And so thank you for joining me on this little bit of an emotional journey. It's all very good. It's very timely. And I hope today you decide to choose victory over chaos. Thank you very much for joining me. And we will be back with some more fun and journaling. And thank you, Janet Nash. This was very exhilarating, to say the least. Stay cozy, stay adventurous, everyone. Bye for now.